Hey everyone, Michael here. You guys will notice I have a pretty bad throat thing going on. I take some lozenges and I'm hoping it gets fixed up here pretty soon, but you guys are going to be annoyed at my voice, so I'm sorry about that. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on some of these options I told you guys about a few days ago. I know Loki wants to say hi. I know. But basically here, this is what I'm expecting. Right now, we're testing out the 20-day moving average here. Looks like we had a bounce off of it yesterday. Everybody's getting really excited to see what Jerome Powell has to say. My reasoning for buying some of these puts the other day is that I think he's going to still be very hawkish on, raising interest rates. He might slow it down a little bit, but he's still going to be raising them. He's not going to stop anytime soon. So what I'm hoping for here over the next few weeks as we go into mid-September is that I'm hoping that we break down below both the 20 and the 200 daily moving averages, and then we might be coming back down here towards 150 or so. Sorry, Loki is like all over the place now. But my big goal here is I hope this starts fairly soon. Once we start breaking down below the 20-week moving average, I think we're just trying to basically hold on to it right now, and then going into later on this week, we can actually, next week, we'll see a support level be tapped on about $159 or so, maybe 160, and then those options that we have will start going back into the green here. As far as some of the other plays here, excuse me guys, Tesla just had a split today, so the graph is going to look a little bit different than normal, as you guys might expect. But let me get rid of actually all this other stuff because it's not going to match up anymore. There you go. We are at the high side here. I do think we're going to be tilting back down here, eventually going back down to maybe, let's say, 250 or so. I want to see how, not 250, maybe 265 or so. I want to see how the market reacts to some of the new legislation coming out of California with their anti-gas policies, I guess you would say. But I'm still thinking we're going to tilt back down here, and we're going to make a new pattern that looks something like this, and then eventually we may be able to break out above that. But I'm not too excited about Tesla as far as it going up. And here you guys can see right now, if we put it onto the daily chart, you see that we do have this level of resistance. We're coming down today here. We're actually pretty close to having a 20-day moving average cross above the 200 here, but it looks like we're most likely going to be coming back down here. Let's just call it back to the 270s at least, maybe to the 260s if we're lucky, and that's going to be happening over the next few weeks. Of course, it's not just going to be a sudden drop unless tomorrow Jerome Powell comes out and says something really, really nasty. On the other hand, I'll do one more for you guys as far as Nvidia is concerned. Excuse me. Nvidia has fallen off a lot more than a lot of other coins here. But one of the things I was able to do over the last few days, depending on how you guys like to do this type of stuff, we are running back into an old level of a Fibonacci extension level here. I'm hopeful that we can see something good happen. You have this one, the first one, and you got number 2 right here. This one is probably the one you guys are going to be using. I'd want to use it for a little bit longer term just in case we were to have a reversal. But right now, excuse me, I don't think we're going to be able to get back above that 20-day moving average here as far as Nvidia is concerned, and I do want to see us come back down. Nvidia is usually pretty volatile compared to a lot of other stocks out there, so just be careful with it. But overall, guys, there you go. I'm betting that we're going to break down below 167, 165 over the next few days going into next week. Obviously, no market open on the weekend. And then start heading back down here to the 150s or so. Let's call it in the short term here, maybe the 160s. But, as we go to September, which is around this area, I want to believe that we're going to be heading back down to those lower levels that we experienced a few months ago. And then we'll see what happens during the next rate hike. Thanks, everybody. And I'm sorry about my voice. It's kind of making me feel all down and glum, but I'm happy just, dealing with a bunch of throat pain. See you guys.